Guys, get out your feelings. Your feelings will betray you. You cannot trust your feelings. They are only interested in their own growth and nourishment, right? And so when you can get to a point where you can move outside of feeling and operate in principle, man, you're gonna go definitely to the next level.
All right. Welcome back, family. You see that first clip? Brother was speaking nothing but the truth. We've already established that our female counterparts are already emotional beings, and oftentimes that emotions tend to carry on as an irrational thought, actions, verbal outbursts. But when you have a emotional man, now we're getting into territory that is dangerous for both sides. See, when a man is in his emotions, he's not thinking clearly. As I mentioned before, an emotional mind is an irrational mind, cloudy, based on rationale versus reality and how things should be. Being or acting out of pocket to where it's not a win situation on either side. You have to learn how to take control of these feelings and emotions and take accountability for your own. Now, it's easy for, I wouldn't say, well, okay, let me back up a bit. Men, it is more common for men to accept accountability and understand where they need to improve. We're gonna hear things for a woman's perspective. Let's hear it out.
Women have a hard time taking responsibility. We have a hard time being shown ourselves. And I've come to realize that women are very, very prideful. Like, men have egos, but women are very prideful. And the reason why we have a hard time being shown who we are is because the opposite of pride is shame. And we don't want to feel that shame because it is very painful. But let me tell you something. You have nothing to be shameful about simply because you're imperfect. We are all imperfect. The best gift, one of the best gifts you can give your husband is when he says, babe, this is how I'm feeling. This is what I see in you. This is where you can improve. This is the adjustments I think that you can make, is to sit back and think about it. And then say, you know what, babe, I can see where I could do better in that area. You're right. I'm sorry for making you feel that way. I don't want you to feel that way. Right? Eat it. Because that's going to give you the relationship you're actually fighting for.
Come on in the room. Listen, if we can get to a point where both sides can come to a consensus, we can position ourselves better in society and not make excuses all the time. Why? Because we're keeping ourselves honest. Men, women, we have our pride, we have our ego. We hate to be told that we're wrong, that we cringe at criticism. And I think what helps in growth is understanding we don't all have the answers. it's okay to say, I need help. I don't know. This is why I tend and often gravitate towards older people, just to hear their story, understand their past experiences. That wealth of knowledge and wisdom, it goes a long way with shedding light on things that we may not understood. So to be able to have a conversation with somebody who's been there, done that, helps me have a better understanding of the things that I'm experiencing. Thus, in return, makes me stop and think about the things that I'm doing. Because I know for a fact I'm not perfect in any shape, form, or fashion. But again, these are things that have to go both ways. So, thank you for joining me. Great topic. And I know I said I wasn't going to touch much on these anymore, but it's things that we go through in life that just should be discussed and talked about, because we still have such a big misunderstanding amongst one another. All right, family, it's all love. Until next time, peace.